now listening to the Pootcast.
Today we're going to be talking about our top 10 favorite video games of all time. I'll let Amy start. She seems like she's really into this.
Are we doing the whole list, or are we each going around in a...
So
we're starting with number 10.
Yes. So you are going to do your number 10, and then it's going to go around in a circle. All three of us are going to do our number 10s, and then so on and so forth.
You're going to do number 9, and we'll go around.
Okay.
8, 9.
My number 10 is Cooking Mama.
Oh, jeez.
Because I really like that game, but I haven't... Well, I used to play it on my phone every once in a while. But it's really only authentic on the DS Lite. And that video game kind of shaped me into the person I am. Because I would play it literally all the time.
Are you a cooking mama?
I am. Thank
she's
you
a
for
mama and she's cooking.
cooking up
Who's
dope in the crock pot.
Who's your child?
Ash.
Ash. Okay.
Do you cook carrots for Ash?
He don't really like carrots that much. He likes apples.
Do you cook apples for Ash? Do you make caramel apples for him?
Yeah. Not caramel apples, just apples.
You make them?
Yeah.
She grows them.
Damn.
One apple at a time.
Do you cook them or?
Yep.
It's a little weird.
Sometimes I cook for myself, you know. What about you, Peyton? What's your number 10?
Already on me next?
Sure.
My number 10 is Minecraft.
What for?
Yeah.
I played it as a kid. I wasn't the first one into it. My friend was into it, and I'm like, this is such a stupid game. And then eventually it grew on me. And then he invited me to a YouTube channel that he was a part of called SGK Crafted.
Yep.
They did a video called If Jeff the Killer Played Minecraft, and I played Jeff the Killer in that. And that got like 100,000 views. It was pretty wild.
It popped off.
Yeah.
But you didn't pop off yourself.
Yeah. I was in the video. And then
is the video deleted?
it's gone.
It's gone now?
What he did was he changed his channel name to Mojang Sucks Cock because he got a
Machinima.
Or Machinima, not Mojang. Yeah, he got a he got like a what is it called when he got a partnership with Machinima. And he kept and they kept having all these terms and stuff, and he wanted to do something different. And he's like, well, they don't need to, I don't need to follow these terms. They're not legally binding. So he changed every single video to Machinima Sucks Cock and his channel name. And then he started uploading ear rape songs to the channel. And he deleted all of his old videos.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was still up. But if you go to an archive of YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty popular video. But yeah, and then I played it, and every once in a while, some friends would be like, hey, let's play Minecraft, and I'd get a realm or something, and we'd play around for a few days. And then I've done that for a few years, so it's overall a pretty good game. It's not as nostalgic to me as it is to a lot of other people, though.
Yeah, because I have Minecraft on my list, but I have mine a lot
Mine is
higher up.
very high up.
Mine is too. It's not my number 1, though.
We also built an SGK Crafted server, and we worked for... Literally an entire summer I'd get on every single day, and we'd work on this spawn, and it was these amazing castles and stuff. And then Blakely griefed it.
Oh.
Destroyed it. So
Nice.
That was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
That's probably Minecraft I've probably put the most hours in out of any game.
I agree. I've spent I don't even know how many hours.
I've spent a lot of hours playing
It's either
Minecraft.
Civ 5 or Minecraft. Europa's probably a little behind Minecraft. But
Mine's definitely Minecraft. I've played that game for years.
yeah, so that's basically Minecraft for me. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a little bit I don't know, it gets a little boring to me, but
Yeah.
I understand its appeal because it's appealing to me. But yeah,
So we're gonna go on to me now.
yeah, number 10
All right,
for you.
my number 10, I would have to say is Metroid.
Ooh, that's
I've
a very interesting choice.
I have no idea.
I've always watched my dad play Metroid when
Yeah.
I was growing up, and I always enjoyed it. And I didn't play it that much
Did you play the 3D version ever? Remember when they did that?
on what's it?
I think it came out on GameCube, but I might be wrong.
Yes, yes, I would play that at my friend's house.
It was I never played a single Metroid game, but I've
played
heard a lot about it.
I played a lot on the Wii. There's Metroid. I don't remember what it was, but I played the fuck out of that. I beat that game.
Amy, do you know Ridley from Smash? He's like kind of a big dragon.
The dragon dude, the purple dragon.
He's the main boss in Metroid.
Yeah. Oh.
And then Samus and Zero Suit Samus. That's the main character.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's Metroid.
Ah.
That's it's probably number 10. For sure.
All right.
So my number 9 is Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3?
Yeah. I got really, really into that game for a while. Zombies. Not.
What maps did you play a lot?
I'd play Transit, but I know you guys hate that
That's
one.
Black Ops
That's
2.
Black Ops
Is it
2.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's 2, yeah.
maybe I like 2 better. Does 2 have the one where you're on the boat?
Yeah.
That's okay. Then
On
I
the boat.
take it all back. It's Black Ops
Hijacked?
2.
Oh, the multiplayer map? Is
Yeah.
it zombies?
No.
No,
she's
okay.
talking about multiplayer.
Okay, because
Okay,
Black
then I
Ops
take it
3
all back.
Or no,
2
Black
is the
Ops
fun
4
one.
has a boat map. And
No, then it's
Black Ops
definitely
4
2.
is just a remake of Hijack, though.
no,
Yeah.
it's
A new
the
town.
zombies map. It takes place on the Titanic in Black Ops 4.
Oh, the zombies.
Yeah, it's Voyage of the
Oh,
Dead.
that sounds fun.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's really
Okay,
not.
well-
Black Ops
Not.
4 Zombies was awful.
It was awful.
Everyone hated it.
Oh, well,
I did a solo run on that, and I did really good. Like, a lot better than I thought I was going to.
They actually got rid of perks, which people didn't like. There's no
Yeah.
Perk-a-Colas anymore.
I don't like it.
well, I would play Black
sorry,
Ops 2.
sorry, Dan.
Sorry, we had 2 and 3 at the same time, I think. But 2's the better one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
One time I played a solo round of zombies, and I made it to like round 30, 40, something like that, all by myself. It was my greatest achievement.
Do you think you still could do that?
Um,
Around
probably
30,
not.
you said?
yeah,
It's pretty solid.
I've made it past that in like multiplayer though. I've
Flex.
gone very far.
Dude,
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2 feels so new to me still, even though it
I know.
Even though it came out
It came out-
long time
Yeah,
ago.
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7
almost-
years ago. I remember playing it when it came out too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I still lived here when it came out, and I'd play it all the time.
I went over to a friend's house for New Year's. His name was Jaden, and his parents were or his dad was really rich, so he had like all the new games.
Yeah.
We played Black Ops 2 all night, and that was 2 months after it came out. 'Cause it was New Year's.
I used to be in Boy Scouts, and one of my friends brought it to this like lock-in that we were doing at the church that we met at, and Black Ops 2 had like just came out like super like probably like a week before.
Ooh,
And he had
Pootcast. We should do we should talk about zombies. 'Cause I fucking love
Okay.
zombies.
Yeah, but he brought it, and that's when that was a fun game. That and Halo 4 he brought, which those were both very fun.
So that was your number 9.
I like number 9.
Number 9 large,
Number
and
9
number
large.
6 with extra dip, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. So, my number 9 is Red Dead Redemption, the original.
Solid
Red
choice.
Dead Redemption 2 is not in this list because it was not as good as the original.
Yeah.
The reason why it's not as good is because they added like your stupid health core thing and your horse's stamina and health core, and it's just that game feels super micromanagey, and it
Yeah.
makes me not want to play it. Like every time I'm thinking about hopping on Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm like, I don't want to deal with this, so then I just don't play it.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption, the original, I just hop on and there's no worries. You just do some nice cowboy action. You don't have to micromanage your horse.
Yeah.
Solid game. Did you ever play Undead Nightmare?
I did not.
It's so fucking good. It's still scary to this day too.
What is it?
It's a zombie apocalypse, but in
Oh,
it's,
okay.
yeah. You go to cities, find survivors, shoot zombies. Zombies are pretty scary in that game, surprisingly. Like Call of
Yeah.
Duty zombies, I'm not scared of anymore at all. I was when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
like Red Dead Redemption, and Undead Nightmare, I'm still kind of scared of them because they jump scare you. It's
Oh, yeah.
terrifying. And there's like undead animals too, and you can get like a zombie horse and a skeleton horse.
That's sick.
It's a pretty dope game.
That was really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I played it as a kid. My parents took it away from me at one point because I was hanging out with my friend Sam. not Owen.
You were
Stewart.
hanging out with your friend.
I was hanging out with my friend Sam Stewart, and anyway, he mentioned to my parents that there was a naked girl in the game, which there is, and they took the game away from me. But it's a pretty good game. Came out like 2010.
That came out a while ago. Almost 10
Yeah.
years
How
ago.
did you get on the topic of that?
Red Dead Redemption. It's my number.
I
9.
thought you were talking about the other game that you were talking about for a minute.
No, it's the same game. It's just a different game mode in the game.
It was an add-on. It was
yeah,
a
Oh.
DLC.
or DLC.
I
Undead
understand.
Nightmare. Yeah, Undead Nightmare is probably my favorite DLC out of any game that's ever been released because it's a whole different story and it's just so different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can lasso up some zombies, ride some skeleton horses,
That's
shoot
fire.
some zombies walking around in a field. It's a pretty solid game.
That is a solid game. It's a good pick for number 9.
You should play Undead Nightmare sometime.
Okay.
I have it here.
I figured that much.
Yeah, it's backwards compatible on Xbox too. So if you buy it for the 360, you can play it on Xbox
Nice.
One.
My number 9, Paper Mario.
It's a good one.
It
I
is
have played that one.
honestly probably one of my favorite concepts in a Mario game because you go from being this 3D character and you can slip
Under things.
under things,
Oh yeah.
become paper thin, and just it's a cool concept going from this
Tom play it.
going
never
from
played
this like
myself.
3D to 2D like platform. It's a pretty good game. I just remember playing it. That and Yoshi's Epic Yarn or whatever.
Oh, I like that game.
That game was fun as well, but that's not on my list. Paper Mario is number 9 on my list. I just have a lot of good memories playing that game on the Wii.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the Wii.
What a console.
My number 8 is Sims 3.
Okay.
Not 2.
That was a close one. 2 and 3 are probably the best ones.
2 has that glitch where you can reset
Yeah.
the sliders.
But
which
I
is the
don't
funniest
do
thing
that.
ever. It's so funny.
Wait, what is resetting the sliders do?
So like when
You
you're
make yourself really, really, like, you make your things unproportionate.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
your cheeks can be, like,
because
really long.
you can slide it all the way and then you like choose a different preset on a different slide. You go back and the slider resets, but your cheeks are still that big. So you just keep going, and you can get it as big as you want, or as small or anything.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like
Presley farted and then walked away.
What a guy.
Yeah.
But Sims 3, I don't know, I've played it a lot. I had it on my PlayStation for a long time. I know all the cheats to it, so
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn.
I know. I played it on multiple platforms. It's pretty good. It's really
Wow.
bad on the PlayStation, though. I don't recommend buying
That was your
it.
number 8.
Yeah.
Nice.
Solid pick.
Is that
Yeah.
is that all you have to say about The Sims?
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played any of these in a while.
Damn. She's
haven't
not a
played-
gamer.
I haven't played 9 and 10 in a while. But the other ones I've played pretty recently.
So my number 8 pick is Call of Duty World at War. That was my first Call of Duty game I ever watched someone play. I was 7. My parents did not want me playing M-rated games, but I went to my friend's birthday party, and his older brothers were playing zombies, and I was so freaked out. And my mom told me beforehand, don't play any M games, don't watch his brothers play M games. And my friend was allowed to as well, and he was my age. But his older brothers were playing Nocturne Toten,
Oh, yeah.
and I thought that was the scariest thing ever. And I'm like, how are you guys not freaking out? They made it to like round 7, but it was the most entertaining thing I'd ever seen. And I was like, why are the games I'm playing so much more lame than this? But then I played World at War. Me and Abdel, for 3 years straight, we would just play custom zombies like every day after school.
That's a fun
lot.
time.
Well, yeah, because custom zombies is just infinite gameplay.
Yeah.
Because you can download custom maps and do some mysteries. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
Recorded quite a few videos that ended up getting deleted because they were on my Frag Out CBM channel. Because I started posting edgy content and didn't want people to see my gaming content, so I deleted it all.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Call of Duty World at War is my favorite Call of Duty. I think it has the best zombies. Black Ops is a close second too, though. And then Black Ops 2 and after that just gets worse and worse, in my opinion. But World at War.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marty?
Oh, yeah.
Number 8?
Number 8. GTA 5.
Damn.
It's a solid game.
That should have been on my list, but it didn't quite make it.
Didn't quite
Made
make
it
it, so it's an honorable
Never
mention.
mind,
you'd
yeah.
say.
Yeah, it's an honorable mention.
I picked it because they've done so much shit for online in the past years.
To me, it feels like they kind of keep adding junk. But
Yeah,
that is
they
kinda
just keep
useless.
adding
Yeah,
to
they
it.
keep adding a lot of DLCs with like some cool stuff. Like this, one of the not most recent DLCs, but the Arena War DLC was absolute trash because you had to buy an arena workshop, which was like hella expensive, and then you had to get like the cars, which were really expensive, and then the upgrades for the cars were really expensive, and then the arena warfare, like the payout was just absolute dog shit.
Well, yeah, the reason they keep adding new stuff is because they want people to buy shark cards because
Yeah.
they're making so much money off of shark cards.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. There's just so much stuff that you can do. Like, you can run a CEO business and steal cars and
Oh, yeah, I remember that DLC.
pimp them out and sell them.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could have a meth lab and make meth and
I don't
sell it.
like online because people always kill me right away. Every time.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
toxic people in that game.
Yeah.
That just
Just
I usually-
go on killing people.
I like playing in private publics,
Yeah. Just by yourself.
especially if I'm doing stuff or if like
I
I'm
like
with
doing it
friends.
with like my friends. Yeah.
I like getting in a private public with friends and just messing around and not having to deal with other people messing with us, even though we're just messing around. But
Yeah, I played with Andrew and Joey a lot.
yeah, I love setting up playlists and doing jobs and stuff, like having a bunch of friends. Because we used to, friends and I, we'd make this playlist, and there's a slasher game mode. Do you remember that game mode?
Yeah, that was fun.
Where your screen would be completely black, and one player would be the slasher, who would have a shotgun, and then the other people would like hide, and we would stay up until like 3-4 in the morning, playing that in a dark room.
On Xbox?
Yeah, on Xbox, and just getting this shit scared out of us.
Yeah,
Was it-
Rockstar's gotten my money 3 times for GTA because I bought it on my PS3, a PC, and Xbox One.
I've bought.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I bought.
It's $180.
I think we've had it twice for the 2 different Xboxes.
I bought Red Dead Redemption for my Xbox. GTA 5 for my Xbox. GTA 5 for my PC.
Oh, you have GTA 5 on PC?
Yeah, I just don't have it downloaded.
Oh, shit, we gotta play it.
Stream
I
it,
haven't-
stream
I
it,
haven't
stream
like
it.
played it at all.
It's
so
gonna
I'd
be
have to-
hard to stream with... Yeah, I was never able to stream GTA 5. I kept trying.
No, it's
Really?
It's very...
a very intensive game.
Yeah.
It
for
takes.
internet.
It's so weird. I don't like it.
Yeah. You can't do online games too well streaming unless you have a pretty good internet connection.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah. So you kind of
Yeah.
have to stick to single player unless you want your stream to cut out frequently.
Yeah. Plus, it's like the graphics in that game are really
Yeah.
intense too. So if you have it on,
Yeah, my computer can't run it in 4K.
really,
Yeah, because like when I
Your
put
graphic
it to
card?
the lowest settings in 4K, it won't run. But I put it in the highest settings on 1080p and it runs with 60 FPS. It's
Yeah.
really dumb. I don't know why.
I mean, 1080 to 4K is a pretty big jump.
Right, but I don't know. Like even on the lowest settings though, it should be fine.
Yeah.
With my computer, I can run Red Dead Redemption 2
I thought
on
you have
ultra
a
settings.
4K computer.
He has a 4K monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to run it in 1080p. Otherwise, it just doesn't run. But I can run Red Dead Redemption 2, which is newer and has better graphics,
Yeah.
in 4K and with ultra settings, and it
Yeah,
runs perfectly.
it doesn't make any sense.
GTA is just not optimized for 4K.
It's well, I mean, it's a it came out last gen.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense,
Right.
Because then they had to update the graphics for.
But it runs on Xbox One perfectly.
It does.
In 4K.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And my computer's way stronger than an Xbox One X.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't
what's up
know.
with it.
I mean, it's a all around good game.
You know,
It's a pretty good story too if you play through the story mode.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've never beaten the story.
Really?
Never.
It took me 3 days.
What?
But
I know how it ends, but
Yeah, I know. How it ends
I
too.
never beat it.
I mean,
I ended up just giving
there's
up.
there's different endings you can get usually.
I haven't beaten the Red Dead Redemption 2 or original Red Dead Redemption
Nope,
story.
me neither. I just give up on games.
I just play
bought them
online.
all
It's
and
more and more
then
fun to me.
give
Yeah.
up. Well,
I
I
played-
bought Red Dead before online came out.
I played
You had to wait forever.
Oh yeah, me too.
I played GTA 5. I beat the story on my PS3, and then after that I went online. So I didn't play online until I beat the campaign.
Yeah, well, when Red Dead 2 came out, I didn't have any I didn't have any choice but to play campaign because
Yeah.
it wasn't out.
Yeah.
But I got early access.
because you pre-ordered it.
Yeah, and by the way, that first day when online came out was the best day for online, just because all the little kids didn't get on yet.
Did I play with you on that day?
I don't think so. Did you get it too early?
No.
Yeah.
But I remember playing Red Dead Redemption.
I don't think we
online.
played it. Yeah, because okay, yeah, this is a little bit of a tangent, but this is a really cool gaming story.
I mean, it's fine.
So this is actually my most memorable gaming moment, and it was like a year ago. So I was like riding my horse in Red Dead Redemption 2. I was having a good old time. I was role playing as a cowboy. It was a good old time. My horse kept getting dirty, so and it was like low on health because it's a micromanaging game, and I went into I think it's Tombstone or one of those. It's like a very stereotypical old western town.
Yeah.
It's dusty,
They all look like that.
sandy. No, it's just one. Because all the other towns are kind of green in that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I guess.
it's like in the middle of the desert, and it's just one street,
Mhm.
and there's buildings on all the sides. So it's like a stereotypical old western town. I pull in, I go to the horse shop. And there's these two dudes there, and they're like arguing over what they should get, and they were actual players,
Yeah.
and they were like arguing with each other, and they were talking in like the cowboy accent.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing. Like, I don't really know there, boy. I think we should get one of these. And everyone was role playing. And
That's great.
I was like, how's it going? How's it going, guys? And they're like, it's going good. I don't really like this dude here. And then they like got on their horse and left. So I bought some stuff. I go out. I'm like petting my horse, giving it some food. And I hear a click behind me. I turn around. It's this dude dressed in all black. He has a bandana over his face. And he's pointing a gun right at my head. So I like look at him, and then I turn around, go back to cleaning my horse, and I'm dead instantly.
That's great.
Yeah, it was. And then like that, he was gone. He was just gone like the wind. I didn't see him again.
No face, no case.
It was yeah. It was that first day was amazing. Everyone
Yeah.
after that was like a screeching little child.
I remember playing with you, and we were trying to do some sort of mission, and we were just getting fucked with. Yeah. Anyways, Amy, you're number 7.
7.
Wii Sports Resort.
All right.
Interesting.
It's a downright awesome game,
It's pretty great.
especially if you have the balance board,
Yeah.
because then you can like do the running
I
stuff.
only played Wii Sports.
You never played Wii
You ever
Sports
played
Resort?
I played a little bit of Wii Play and a lot of Wii Sports.
What was
And
Yeah.
a lot of
Wii
Pokemon
Play?
Rumble.
What
Wii
was-
Play was
the one
the
that
mini
comes-
games.
Oh.
Wii Play came with the Wii remote. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
Wii,
Yeah.
So it had
I
like
think I know
the
what you're talking
it had
about.
the one mini game where you'd shoot the can
Yep.
or the cows. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
One?
Wii Play is one of the most sold video games of all time, just because it came with the fucking Wii remote.
Yeah.
So when people wanted an extra, they just got the bundle,
Yeah.
and it's like number 3 most sold game of all time because of that.
That's funny.
But it's not a good game.
I mean,
so bad.
it's decent. There's like a few good mini games on that.
It's
game.
like Minecraft, Tetris, Wii Play.
yeah.
The most sold games. Which is weird.
I
It's
like
it's a good one,
Resort
though.
because they have this one where you're wakeboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I
that's,
love that
yep. You like jump and stuff.
one. Oh,
Sick.
I do.
I want a Wii so bad. We should go to gaming.
I have a Wii.
Generation.
Ooh.
And I have
So when
a
I come over
hard.
to play with
I have a hard
Hazel,
drive
we're
that
playing
has. I don't know if it's set up though.
we'll set it
We
up.
should bring it here.
Yeah.
Do you have AVI cables in the back of that TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Yes.
we just need.
Wii supports HDMI, doesn't it?
No.
Really?
No.
Probably not. It's probably before that.
We came out in 2009,
9?
I believe. And
Somewhere. I
even the
remember.
original Xbox didn't have HDMI compatibility.
Well, the PS3 came out in 2007.
Did that have HDMI compatibility
Yes.
right away?
Yeah,
Oh.
the PlayStation 3 did.
I don't know why.
The PlayStation
There's probably
3
Wii's.
came out in 2007, but the 4 came out in like 2017, right?
Yeah.
The PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
No, the PS4 came out in.
2015 or 16?
Yeah.
I'm ignoring that what just happened.
I am too. I can't not laugh though. But yeah, I'll bring my Wii over, honestly. I have this hard drive that has a shit ton of games on it.
Dude, Pokemon
So
Rumble was
excited.
my favorite. Is actually that
I'm-
should have made this list.
I might have that game.
Pokemon Rumble was so good.
Not 100% sure though.
Amy, you'd enjoy that game.
I think I've played it.
I
know what it
I'll
is.
bring the Wii over.
I'll buy you Pokemon Rumble. I just want to play
Okay.
it again.
Okay.
Me and Tom used to just play that together.
Where are you gonna buy this game from? They don't make Wii games anymore. You'd have to
Some
like
used.
find it somewhere.
Actually, I don't even know if you can get it in physical copy form. I think you need to buy it on the Wii store.
Okay. Well, we
So
can.
hopefully it's not closed.
Well, Wii Store is terminated, so
Oh shit.
there's no way to get that game anymore.
Fuck.
Unless somebody.
No, the
Well-
WiiWare store was. WiiWare was, but I don't know about the actual Nintendo store on there.
What's a WiiWare?
There was the WiiWare games, which were like little mini games
Yeah.
that were super cheap. That got terminated
Yeah.
a few months ago. So the actual Wii store might still be up.
I think because it's just a Nintendo store, so it's the same as like.
Like, yeah, the 3DS and the...
Yeah.
It's called Pokemon Rumble.
Yeah. The original Pokemon Rumble, I believe. You play as like little toy Pokemon. And then you go battle them and you collect other Pokemon, and then you can play as the ones that you collect through the stages.
Mm.
It's really fun. You can get
Okay.
you can put in cheats, and you can get like
We'll find it. We'll play it.
Yes, I'm
was
so
there a
excited.
jet skiing game in
Yes.
Resort? Yeah.
And there's like the dog games
Yeah.
on there.
Mm.
There is the
Biking races.
dog fighting. I love that.
Dog fighting?
No, like
Oh,
with
in an
airplanes.
aircraft,
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dog fighting in a game.
Yeah.
You can play,
That was
like-
probably one of my favorite game modes. That one, the dog fighting.
Yeah.
Why don't I know what you're
Swordplay
talking-
was fun too.
Damn, that's violent, dude. It's violent for a Wii game.
It was an
know.
awesome game.
Wii Sports Resort was revolutionary.
I had World at War on the Wii and Black Ops.
Nice. I had.
It was so weird.
If I find a balance board at work, I'll buy it.
I have one too.
Oh, sick. Never mind. We got rid of all our Wii stuff a long time ago.
I'll
most
scavenge up what we have.
Okay, Marty, you know when you know in the map Kino der Toten,
Mm-hmm.
when you open the first door up on the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
And like straight ahead there's a mystery box, and
Yeah.
then to the left there's the PM63 gun.
Yeah.
And then to the left of that there's like you can see the theater.
Yeah.
So when I played on Wii, what I would do is I'd open that first door, I'd go buy the PM63 off the wall, and I'd sit in that corner
Yeah.
until I died. I would get till about round 5 every
Yeah.
time, and I was like, oh, I can get to round 6 next time.
Never did it.
When I was super young.
Nice.
It was a good time. Or that was in Black Ops, not World at War.
Wii games are just. Wii games are
Awesome.
fun. Those are OG games.
Yeah.
Like, if you used to.
those in DS Lite games.
Bro, if you used to bust down on some Wii boxing,
Yes.
Oh, and I
that
had the
that's
Wii
where
Zapper,
that's
too.
where beef went down. Wii boxing.
Or
You
the
and your cousin
baseball
get
field.
in a
Was
fight.
that in Wii Sports?
Wii
Yeah,
Sports,
it's
yeah.
the original Wii Sports.
I just
Oh,
played
the-
a lot of bowling.
Me too. I am a
Bowling.
master Wii bowler.
I have
a
the-
ton of bowling.
I have the sparkly ball.
Ooh,
You know the ball with the stars on it?
Mm-hmm.
damn.
good.
Oh, do you know Marble Mania? That game?
Marvel Mania?
Marble.
Marble Mania.
The marbles.
Oh, with the marbles.
So the way that game works is like there's like marble courses and you have to get a marble through the course.
Oh, yeah. In the
You can tilt the course, but
yeah.
not, yeah.
In one of the that's in Play, isn't it? Or is it
No,
this a separate
it's a game
game?
by itself.
Okay. I think yeah.
That
I know
game
that game.
and
I know that
Pokemon
game.
Rumble were my two favorites for the Wii.
There's a lot of weak.
Pin, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is Pokemon Fire Red.
Hmm.
That's my first memory of playing a video game in my life.
I have Red in my honorable mentions.
Red is Fire Red was a remake of Red.
Yeah.
Fire Red came out in 2005, so I was about 4 when it came out.
5.
4
Oh,
or
you
5.
because yeah.
2001. So yeah, my sister had the game. She was really into Pokemon, and then I played it. I remember just sitting in the starting area, like the first grass patch that you go to on Route 1.
Yeah.
Just running around training up my Squirtle, and then when I got a Wartortle, I felt super achieved, and I'd just been grinding for hours, and then I just stopped playing after that.
That's sad.
Because like Blastoise would have taken so fucking long just attacking level 2 Pidgeys.
So you just never moved from the Route 1
until
grass
a few
area.
years passed, and I met Tom, and he showed me how to progress in that game. It was a good time.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Fire Red is a much improved version of Red.
Yeah, I enjoyed Red.
Red was pretty solid.
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I played Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Yeah, that game wasn't very good.
I liked it.
It was addicting at first.
That was like the calmest week of everyone's lives. Is when Pokemon Go came
everyone
out.
was just.
Everybody was
Yeah,
so
I met
into
a lot
it.
of people from
I
Eau
did
Claire.
too.
Yeah.
I stopped talking to them, but
Yeah.
I
It
met a
was
lot of
just
people.
such a calm week.
Bro, just
All anybody did was go
downtown was
poking.
booming.
Yeah.
That first week it was released, I couldn't tell you how many people I've saw downtown like riding their bike around.
Imagine like a big city too
Oh,
on that releasing
man.
day, because we have 70,000 people that live in Eau Claire,
Yeah.
and it was insane.
It was.
Imagine
it was
like
booming.
imagine
I remember,
Los Angeles, imagine Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know.
Just
It'd
remember
be
hitting
insane.
friends up like, hey, you want to go Pokemon
Want
hunting?
to go poking?
Pokemoning?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember doing that, riding around on my bike.
Yep, I'd
Falling
walk
out.
around my neighborhood.
I wanted to be like number 1 in that game, but people beat me to it, and I was too busy. And then I kind of gave up because everyone was way further ahead of me.
Yeah.
My neighborhood park had 3 stations or whatever, the gyms. So I would just walk in circles because you have to like wait a couple minutes before you can go back to the same spot. So I would just walk in circles around the park, just collecting.
Yeah, the shitty thing was that came out so late in the summer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it came out in like what?
June, July.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me and Abdel played that
2016.
pretty often. I went with Abdel. And then he got like a group of people, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll invite you sometime." He never did.
Sounds like him.
Yeah. But me and him played pretty often, like at least once a week. Actually, more than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fire Red, solid game.
I remember getting a location spoofer
Oh
for
yeah,
that
Yup.
game.
that's a good way to get yourself banned.
I'm surprised I didn't. I went to France and got an exclusive Pokemon to that region.
What was it?
I think it was a Sandshrew.
Sandshrew is exclusive to France.
Yeah, apparently.
What a weird.
That was weird.
Yeah, Sandshrew. You'd think like maybe a deserty area,
Yeah.
but not France.
I know. I think I was in France. No, I think I went to like Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But then I showed someone. They're like, "How'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." I didn't want to be like, "Yeah, I fucking."
I cheated.
I spoofed my location
Spoofed my
once, and
location.
that was to go to New York.
I would go to like California and stuff.
I did that, and then I was like messing around with Snapchat filters.
Yep. I would always put like crazy ass places on my Snapchat.
North Korea.
I went to Melbourne once, Australia, because there was a Lapras there.
Oh,
and I caught
yeah.
that. It was pretty dope.
That's sick.
Lapras is one of my favorites.
Lapras is cool. My number 7,
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 2.
That's a very solid choice.
Yeah, I've so many memories. I remember going on probably a few months ago, which nowadays it's just honestly kind of trash, like multiplayer.
Yeah.
But like when it was in its prime, it was probably easily one of my favorite Call of Duties ever. Like even now, I'd probably say that's one of my favorites. I wish multiplayer was a lot easier to play on, but because like every time you go into a lobby, there's gonna be modders.
Yeah.
Like there's no avoiding it. I just remember recently going on and some dude just spawning in like these block characters that it looked like one was giving the other a blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was really funny. I took a video of it. I recorded.
World at War and Modern Warfare were my 2 favorite multiplayers,
Yeah.
and you just can't play them anymore.
No, and it's kind of sad. Like I wish I could play Black Ops 2 more, but you can't.
Yeah,
because
Modern Warfare 2 was the game where they like started making spawn points very all over the place.
Yeah.
And now they've done that since. But in World at War and Modern Warfare back in the good old days, you would only spawn on the side of the map that your team was on.
Yeah.
And
I think it's right here.
It was very campy, but it was so fun. Is this in Nuketown 2025?
Yeah. I'll show you after. Amy.
Okay, thank you.
Like you can see the dude.
Oh god. Oh, flying around.
Yeah. Just trying to no scope him, and then he just spawns this.
Oh god.
And he despawned it and then put it back in.
So stupid. Is this what people do with their free time?
Apparently. That game was my shit though. I remember
Oh yeah.
I got into another lobby and I was playing and I was sniping and I go up this one part and I swapped my pistol and 3 enemies come up. I popped all 3 of them with one clip on my pistol, and as soon as I did that, I just see person 1 that I killed left, person 2 that I killed left, person 3 that I killed left. And so I made all 3 of them quit after just getting a triple kill with a pistol.
You know what Black Ops game I really like?
What one?
I don't know which one it's in, but it's a gun game.
Black Ops 1.
One.
Well, that's gun games in
2 as well.
2, I
right?
think.
That's
yeah.
pretty much in all.
I used to
Call
go
of
to
Duties
Joaquin's
after-
house and we
Black
would
Ops
just
was
play
the one
it.
that invented it.
Yeah, well, Black Ops gun game, and then 2, 3, Ghost. All those have it.
Dude, Black Ops was awesome because of the like the COD.
I love the maps. The map.
Yeah, the maps.
Black Ops 1 maps, probably the best.
You know what's
Black
crazy?
Ops 2, close.
My favorite was World at War. Every aspect about World at War is my favorite, except for the graphics,
Yeah,
because it's older.
that is an older game, but still a good one.
Hi, Amy.
Hey.
My mom Snapchatted me.
Did you ever play one of the older CODs, like when before they added the random spawn points in Modern Warfare, like before they got hacked up too?
Wait, what?
Did you ever play an older Call of Duty, like the first 2 popular ones?
I played World at War.
World at War.
Yeah.
Did you play that before it got modded to hell?
I don't think so.
Because you would have been like 6 or 7.
Yeah. I played World at War a lot, a while after it came out.
So it was modded by the time you got to it.
Probably.
Shit. Yeah, because they didn't have, like, you would only spawn on where your team was.
Yeah.
So you would like literally one team would control one half of the map and your team would control the other. And on really big maps with like big open fields and houses and stuff, it was so awesome because you'd be sniping. Like, I remember my entire team was on this. CeeLo has this bridge that goes over in the middle of the map, and our team was holding that bridge, and we were all snipers.
Yeah.
Sitting on the bridge, and then the other team was spawning on the other end of the map, and they would run towards us, and we'd snipe them. That would never happen in a new Call of Duty because they'd be spawning behind us and under us, and yeah.
Well, World War II, that was a good one too.
World War II was solid. Yeah, I didn't.
I
really
think
like
that
the
was.
zombies,
I think that was the last good multiplayer gameplay, in my opinion.
Yeah, it actually did kind of have similar spawn points to World at War, but
Yeah,
after a while they'd start spawning behind you.
that game was probably my best game. I had so many full team wipes. Like I would always play this game mode called War.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game mode?
Yes.
And it was on Operation Griffin, or no, Operation. Which one was it? No, it was Operation Griffin, and it was the second part after the tank escort, and we were defending, so we were pushing up, and they were trying to plant the bomb to destroy the supplies, and I pop in, snipe, quickscope one dude through the smoke. My teammate dies. I pull out my grease gun, kill 4 more people, and then swap again to the sniper, and then just quickscope this dude. And I clipped it. I'll find that clip as well. It was honestly pretty intense, and one of my most proud gamer moments, I'd say.
Gamer moment time.
Yeah. Let's see, where is it? Where art thou?
All right, Amy, what's your number 6?
Forza Horizon 3.
Is that a racing game?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
PlayStation. So, oh my god, I used to play that game.
I loved Forza.
I would come home from school junior year and just play that game for hours.
Is that a Rockstar game or like a subsidiary of Rockstar?
Or
Or Take-Two, I guess. Take-Two Interactive.
I think it's a Take-Two, I believe.
Because I know that GTA used the same car mechanics as some racing game, and I think it was Forza,
Yeah,
but I might be wrong.
It's just,
maybe.
it's so fun because you get to drive these fast cars.
Yeah.
Just race each other. My brother and I would race all the time.
Forza Horizon.
Younger brother? Or, oh, wait, never mind.
Yes, my younger brother.
No, your older brother?
I don't have an older brother.
Colin, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this?
He's going to be
clip?
happy you said his name on the podcast.
He's so cute. Just kidding.
Do you follow his Instagram?
Yes. He's very interesting. He sent me a picture of a dude flipping off a cat, and the cat was crying. It was very out of the blue as well. I thought I accidentally sent him something, but apparently I didn't. He just felt the need to send me that. I was like, all right.
He was probably thinking of you.
Yeah.
Here it is.
It made me giggle a little bit. What is that gun you have? Oh, that looks like a Mosin.
No. This is the only game that I got diamond. I got diamond snipers in this game in like 2 weeks after it came out.
World at War had
See,
or
watch.
World War II had
Snipe
really
that
good
first
graphics.
dude through the smoke. That dude dies.
Dang.
Full team, 6 people. I was sweating so hard. I was like, oh fuck.
Forza
It's like-
Horizon. You got any more comments on Forza?
No.
I love racing games.
Me too. I like.
I'm a very.
You're gonna notice by my number 5
I'm
that I really
I'm a
like
car
racing.
person. Like I love the look of cars. I don't know much about cars, but I love how like
Well,
a lot of cars are very beautiful.
I was really, really into cars for a really long time
Yeah.
because when I lived in Colorado, we had this thing called Cruise every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to be around like all these kids who would take their dad's cars out because everybody out there is fucking rich. And I just got really into it. And then I was like, oh, well, I don't have a race car. So I'm going to pretend I have one on Forza.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how older cars work, but newer cars I would get confused on because they have like oxygen intakes, and all this new stuff and all these sensors and code now. I don't know. I understand cars pre-1990 though pretty well nowadays because I bought that truck.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yes, my number 6 is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Nice.
It's a good game. You like Skyrim, Marty?
I do. I've been really enjoying streaming it. and playing it. Like, really.
Yes, it's a fun game.
You'll see when I tell you what place it's in on my top 10.
Oh, okay. It's probably higher up than mine.
Yeah, it is.
Damn. Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim for years. It came out a long fucking time ago, even though it's the newest Elder Scrolls game. It feels so new just because it's...
It does. It does feel...
It looks really nice, too.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it came out...
The quality looks like it's
8 years
pretty
ago.
new.
Or how long ago?
Well, it came out 8 years ago, but it has, a remaster.
Yeah. But
Legendary Edition. Legendary Edition, the graphics were made in, 2016, so...
Yeah.
It looks about... Yeah. If you play original Skyrim, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
But it's not backwards compatible because they re-released it on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because Bethesda likes their money. So you can't you can't play the Xbox 360 version on the Xbox One,
which is dumb.
Yeah.
But
and you can always get mods for it that make it look so good.
Yeah.
And the modding community makes for Skyrim is one of the best modding communities.
So great.
It might be the best.
Honestly, yeah.
Because it's on the workshop. Yeah.
It's so easy to
just Nexus.
Yeah.
Or if you have the regular Skyrim version, you can just it's on the workshop. But actually, Legendary Edition, you need to use Nexus.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame, but yes. Skyrim, solid.
Yeah, that is a solid pick. I also picked that. But not my number 6. My number 6 was Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, I didn't even think about putting that game on either of my lists.
In my opinion, the best Assassin's Creed game.
Is that the one in the Revolutionary War?
Yes.
I have that on PC, but I've never played it.
I think I played almost every single Assassin's Creed game.
I stayed up until I don't even remember when. Just sitting in my living room.
You've beaten a lot of games.
Playing Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, I remember when that came out.
I loved that. I loved that game. And then I tried playing Assassin's Creed 4. Black Flag. Fucking hated that so much. I love the gameplay, but I hate the boats. The boats ruined it.
Yeah.
Because trying to travel around with the boats and just trying to get to new areas took so goddamn long.
Dude,
and
Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks so good, and I really want to play it.
Is that the...
It's the one in ancient Greece.
I have that one. It's pretty fun.
I really wanted to get it, but I don't know. I just never got around to it.
It's fun.
I liked...
It's difficult, though. It's a lot more difficult than 3. But I started playing it. I might play that more.
The city locations are historically accurate, too, so you can actually see what ancient Greece would have looked like.
Yeah.
Which is the coolest. I just want to explore.
It looks so good, too. Like, the graphics in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I just want to see what ancient Greece looks like, to be honest.
Yeah. I can log into my... Do I have my Xbox account on your Xbox?
I think so.
Then you can just download
I
it.
might have deleted your account off of it, though.
Maybe.
But you could just log back in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's a good one.
Did you play Unity?
Yeah. I didn't really care for that one. I played that on my friend's PS4. It was an alright one. But nothing compares to number 3. That was my favorite.
It was the most popular by far when it came out, too. It was everyone was
Assassin's
playing
Creed
it.
3,
yeah.
Brotherhood. That was a good one.
Amy, what's your number 5?
Why'd you take that out of your mouth?
So I wouldn't chew it. Mario Kart.
Which one?
Yes.
The original one.
For the Wii.
For the Wii.
Because the original one is...
Well, yeah, but you know.
The NES.
For the Wii, I mean.
Okay, so Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
Because, the most popular one's 64, so that's what I assumed.
For the Wii.
Or the GameCube one. That one's pretty popular.
Double Dash?
The one for Smash is pretty good.
No, just Mario Kart.
I mean, not Smash.
Oh, yeah,
Switch.
I think it's...
Double Dash was the only one that came out on GameCube, I think.
Yeah.
Double Dash was good, too, though. Mario Kart 64 is typically what people think of.
Yeah.
Or I guess Wii is a close second.
Wii, yeah.
It's really fun. I'm really, 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 really good at all of them. Well,
We'll
the
see.
Wii, the Switch,
We'll
and
see.
my phone version, I'm really good at all of them.
When I bring my
I'll
Wii
beat
over,
you on 64 though any day.
Okay. Well,
When
I
I-
haven't played it on the Wii in a very long time,
I
so I
haven't
might
either.
need to like,
yeah.
get not rusty, but I'm really good on the Switch.
I have. I think I have 2 steering wheels
Oh,
for that game.
it's going down.
But I might just
You're
have
on
one.
Timber.
But yeah,
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Oh, that's such a classic. I haven't played that game in so
I
goddamn
know.
long.
Do you have it on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
We can
Dude,
play together.
Pokemon Stadium should have made my list. I'm gonna say that right now. Pokemon Stadium, really good game, and it should have made my list, but I don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should knock Minecraft off and put it like right behind Skyrim. But whatever.
Oh.
Pokemon Stadium, because I forgot about the N64 until just now when
Yeah.
I talked about Mario Kart.
N64. That was a good system. I had a lot of good games on that.
Oh yeah. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask,
Conker's Bad Hair Day.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Fur Day.
Uh,
That was honestly, I loved that game. Would play that in my friend's basement because he had an N64, and that was the first M game I've ever played.
There was Pokemon Stadium 1, Pokemon Stadium 2, Mario 64, which is probably the most popular Mario game besides like the
Yeah.
original.
So many people speedrun that game. Like, I'll go on Twitch and just see people's
Are you
speedrun.
good, Amy?
She's just dancing.
I was dancing for you.
Blue face baby.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like you were doing.
I can't say the words of the song was.
So, my number 5 is The Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Why do you say really?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised a different one wasn't that number.
Number 5.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls 2, Daggerfall, and Skyrim are interchangeable. They're very, very different games.
Well, I
mean, I thought you would
have put like Oblivion.
Oh no, Oblivion does not make my top 10 at all. Doesn't come close.
Really?
Morrowind does,
Oh.
but I'm only on number 5. Daggerfall was the most in-depth Elder Scrolls game. Had the most stuff. It's the easiest one to get lost in. It's the biggest game map.
Yeah.
You could play that.
I take back my reallys now because
Yeah.
of what you said.
Yeah.
like,
That's Daggerfall's the only game, the only Elder Scrolls game, and probably the only game ever. Actually, yeah, where you could just play that game for your entire life, put hundreds of thousands of hours into it, and never run out of stuff to do.
Rust.
Rust is so repetitive
Yeah.
because you literally build up and then the server gets wiped and then you build up again and then the server gets wiped and
Yeah.
what's the point?
Like you
It's
see
such a stupid ass game. I hate that people play it and enjoy it.
I can't believe
so
that some
stupid.
people have multiple thousands of hours.
Ashton?
Ashton.
Ashton Town.
I can't. That game, it's fun for a little bit, and then you
I've
get
never-
bored of it, and then you don't go on it.
Christian's
and
in
then
a
you-
group chat called Rust group chat.
How many hours does Ashton have in that game?
No
I think
idea.
it's like 10,000
Yeah.
The fuck?
because he
Plays it every
used
day.
to take no sleep pills
Mhm.
that kept him awake so that he could stay up all night playing Rust, then go to school, get home from school, play Rust until he had to go to school again. He did that for like a week. He didn't sleep.
That's 416 days.
Yeah.
Almost 417
He
days
played
on that.
so
That's over a
much.
year
Mm-hmm.
on that game.
Yeah, because and like you lose your progress too
Yeah.
every month.
Yeah.
Everything.
Or whenever the server's
Yeah.
wiped.
Yeah.
So
What's the point?
Ah.
It's so pointless. It's just so pointless.
it's a fun game. I like watching like funny moments
yeah.
on YouTube and stuff like that, but I can't play it for
I don't understand how you could play that long, lose all your progress, and still want to play more. Like I'd just be like, well, I just lost everything.
It's so
Yeah, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
there's so much stuff with that game too. Like there's a lot of like things that you have to do.
Yeah.
It's just. But anyways.
But yeah, Daggerfall, you never lose your progress. You just keep building on yourself. You can play forever.
Yeah.
The first dungeon's really hard, and you need to build your character right. Otherwise, it'll be a bad time for you.
Yeah.
It's very, it's very difficult, but super fun. What's your number 5, Marty?
My number 5 is Infamous.
Is that the... Oh, I was thinking of Dishonored.
Do you know what that game is?
No.
So, should we pause?
Maybe?
So, my number 5 is Infamous. Have you heard of that game?
I don't know that game. I thought of Dishonored when you said it.
Have you heard of it, Amy? Okay, so it's a PlayStation exclusive game. Infamous 1 came out on the PS3, and that was the one. I got that when we got our PS3, and I played the fuck out of that game and beat it because so you get these like powers and this like weird like
Infamous.
this weird thing happens to this town where it gets put on lockdown and this government is like being weird, and I don't really remember much of it, but I remember just enjoying the game so much. And PewDiePie played Infamous 4, 2, 3, I don't remember, on the PS4 when it came out. And I don't know, you just had these special abilities that you're able to do, and
Yes.
you would level them up and gain new abilities, and I don't know, it was just really fun. And you could either choose to be like a good guy
Or a bad guy.
or a bad guy. So if you went with the good guy, your like power was blue, and if you went bad guy, your power was like red. And you had different missions that you had to do depending on if you chose good or bad. And so there's different endings to the game.
Ooh.
Which I went with the good guy. I actually beat that game twice. I played through both times.
Good guy and bad guy?
Yeah.
Or? Oh, nice.
Yeah. I put a lot of hours in that game. Just sitting in my room.
Yeah, I've never really heard of it. I don't really know. Is it free roam?
Yeah.
I think I might have seen
It's
gameplay of it.
free roam, but there's a big story that goes with it, so yeah, that's my number 5.
Okay, this is super unrelated, but do you think that this bang would taste better if it was cold? Maybe that's why it's
Maybe,
nasty.
but it's
Maybe.
also really watery.
yeah,
so
so maybe not.
I
Okay,
don't
you
know.
can cut that out.
Okay.
My number 4 is Mario Galaxy.
Ooh.
I just
Different.
remember
We have
being
a lot
really.
of Mario games on
I
this.
never played
I
a lot of
love
Mario.
Mario games. They're so fun.
Mm.
I just vividly remember because that's when they introduced Rosalina,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
and you like there's like stars and bunnies. It's
Yeah.
an intense
There's
game.
stars in a lot of Mario games.
No, but like they're different.
What are they? I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember. They have like faces on them. They talk to you.
I think that's in Mario 64.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
You should.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Oh.
I have 2 copies of it.
Yes.
So if you get an
N64
N64, I'll give you a copy.
Okay, I'll look
Or
right
just-
into that.
We'll just play it here.
Yeah, just come here and play.
That's true. Yeah, it's really fun if you like Mario. Mario 64 is probably the best one. It's definitely the most popular. So,
I've probably played it because I know my cousin had an N64 growing up, and she had like all the Mario. I think she had that. I've probably played it.
It's a good game.
I just don't remember it.
pretty solid. I haven't beaten it, but I'm never
They
really been
kind
a big
of
fan
take
of
a
Mario.
while. You have a lot of levels to go through, and
Yeah. And Mario just gets repetitive to me.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know.
what's your number 4, Peyton?
My number 4 is the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. My last 3 have been Elder Scrolls games, but after this, there's no more. So,
Okay.
yeah, Skyrim, Daggerfall. My favorite's Morrowind. It's like Daggerfall. It just is a little bit less intense.
Yeah.
Are they all like Skyrim, or are they like very different?
They're very different. Morrowind and Daggerfall were pretty similar.
Well, I know Oblivion's different because I've watched you and David play it, but
Yeah, Oblivion and Skyrim are probably the two most similar games too.
Yeah.
Morrowind and Daggerfall are pretty similar, but Morrowind's like 1/100th of the size of Daggerfall. Morrowind's Oblivion is the biggest out of the last three. Skyrim is slightly bigger than Morrowind, but not by much. And then Daggerfall's like 100 times bigger than all of them. But yeah, it was just very in-depth, but not quite as intense as Daggerfall. It was a little bit more graspable because you need to be kind of need to be like a huge nerd to get into Daggerfall.
Yeah.
I mean Morrowind too, but like I don't know, it's just a little bit more.
I mean, most games, but
yeah.
Yeah, I mean Elder Scrolls games in general, except Skyrim, you need to kind of be a nerd to play. So.
Yeah. That's why I'm able to play
plays
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm not a nerd.
You should really try Morrowind though. After Skyrim,
Maybe.
You need to do reading though, because nothing was voice acted. So you need to actually read like all the text.
I don't
Marty
know
will
about
take
that
forever
then.
playing that game.
Oblivion was the first
Bro,
game where
do you know how slow I read?
It's at like a 8th grade level.
Well, no, I can read big
kidding.
words. Fuck you, Amy. I can read big words, okay?
It just takes you a minute to read them.
My brain
It's okay. Me
processes
too. I'm
words slow.
I'm a really slow reader.
My brain's
I'm a
like,
little
okay, you just
faster
need
than
to...
you.
You kind of need to be a little bit.
You need a big brain.
Okay with reading to play the older Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah,
Does it take
I
big
think I'll
brain?
pass on that.
Not really big brain, just like
Medium
being
brain?
able to read.
I mean, I can read. It's just I wouldn't want to do it.
You would just read
don't
the
know.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
feel
do.
that.
I mean, it's a little voice acted, but nothing important. Like when you walk up to people, they're like, "Hello, traveler." And besides that, it's not voice acted at all. So you have to read like everything
I
else
don't
they say.
think that.
I think I'd pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just. It requires a pretty big budget to get things voice acted. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And Bethesda was kind of a small company at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Morrowind. Yeah, pretty fun. Number 4, Marty.
My number 4 is Payday 2.
Ooh, robbing
Ooh.
game.
Mm-hmm. I
I
love
have
the
played that
concept. I love just all the missions that you're able to do, and like some missions you can do stealth and not get noticed at all and get away with robbing a bank without anyone seeing you or without the
Ooh,
police
imagine
being
if that was
alerted.
like real life.
But then you can also go loud and just fight off hordes of police and steal money, gold,
Yes.
jewelry, meth. There's one mission where you cook meth. That was one of my favorite missions. It's called Rats.
Did you play the original Payday?
I did not.
Oh. I had the demo version of it on PS3, and I just played the demo over and over.
Mm.
It was fun.
I liked Payday 2. That was
Payday 2
obviously-
is definitely a lot more popular than the first
yeah,
one.
I love it. There's so much stuff you can do, and it's a great game.
It's pretty addictive.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we move into our top 3, I'm going to plug our Patreon. So you can... Marty's going to go over it, but for today, with the Pootcast, David Brodnicki's here. Little cutie boy. He's going to be going over his top 10 video games.
Yeah.
So,
So he better be making his list right now.
ooh, it's already made.
Damn.
So basically, if you guys want to hear about
Damn.
David's top 10, $5 a month.
Yeah.
It really do be like that sometimes. All right, Marty, you can go over the Patreon real quick. We didn't do it the last episode, but we'll make up for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. So there's this thing called Patreon. Really?
Yeah, what's that?
It's this place where people can donate us money.
Yeah.
And
Go over the tiers real quick.
well, the money, it helps with our drug addiction. I'm
crippling
kidding.
drug addiction.
We don't have a drug
We
addiction.
don't buy drugs with the money you give us. In fact, you don't give us any money yet.
We haven't bought any drugs with any of the money you bought us or
'Cause-
gave us. Half of that reason is because you haven't given us money yet, so we can't buy drugs if you don't have money, This is all a joke.
Yeah.
Mom, if you're listening.
Drugs,
it's a joke.
hookers.
But anyways, tier 1, you get the podcast day early on Monday. $5 tier.
That's $1, by the way, tier 1.
Yep. $5 tier, you get a postcast show. No, that's just it. Yeah. $10, you get the postcast, and then you also get weekly one-on-one, and then a $15 tier, which you get everything, including the podcast the day it is recorded. So yes.
I recommend the $5 one because our postcasts are pretty wacky.
Postcasts are juicy.
Really good.
The one-on-one we haven't done yet, but the first, when we get a Patreon, that's what we're going to do. And then, the last one is just for hardcore fans, which we have none of those. We don't even have
well,
any.
We don't even have any,
somebody
so many people
told
have
me
said,
that the Pootcast is their favorite podcast to listen to.
That's great.
It's
Yes.
probably a lie, but it's really
They're
nice.
just trying to
of
get
them.
on your good side. All right. Well,
Anyway,
Everyone
top-
talks.
we'll get to our top 3.
top 3 favorite video games of all time. Amy, go. Number 3.
Number 3, Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, I've never played
You've
that.
never played? It's so fun.
I used to play that on my PS2.
Yep, me.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
played
a
on
pretty
the PS3.
popular game.
Right.
I don't know. I just never got around
They
to
made
it.
a movie about it too, but I never watched it.
What did it come out on? Just PlayStation?
PlayStation, I
I
think.
think it came out on. Did it come out on Xbox?
I have no clue. I played it on my PlayStation 3.
I played on my PS2. I played the original one.
I wish I still had a PS3. It was so
I
fun.
wish I had my PlayStation still sometimes, but
I still have my PS3.
I got rid of my PlayStation because I never played games, and then I got an Amazon TV or whatever, so it has all that Netflix and stuff
Yeah.
built in. Because for a while I just used my PlayStation for Netflix. Now I don't need it for that. Yeah,
Ratchet and Clank.
It's a good one.
it's a super fun game.
What is it? A platformer?
Kind of.
Yeah.
What? What is it?
It's kind of a platformer.
You just go through levels, and there's people you have to beat. I guess.
Is it
been
like
a
Crash
long-
Bandicoot kind of? Similar gameplay.
Similar in ways, I think. Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot is super fun.
You ride on train
It's been
trains
so
in the
long since I
sky.
played
Yeah, I know. I haven't
either of
played it
those
in so
games.
long.
I don't remember anything.
I just know that it was the first game I got actually into.
Crash Bandicoot for me, the Wrath of Cortex would be definitely or is it Vortex? I think it's Cortex.
Yeah.
That's definitely should be on my it'd be on my top 15 for sure. But didn't quite make this one. But it's solid.
Are you guys doing 15 or 10?
10, but we have
and then
Marty and I
3
have
left.
honorable mentions.
So
which do you want to say those before number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my number 3 is Europa Universalis 4 by Paradox Games. I've put a lot of hours into it. In fact, I want to look up how many hours I put into Europa. Not the most hours I put into a game. It's probably my 3rd, but definitely a lot. It's very addictive. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get into it a whole lot, that game. It's just if you like staring at maps and you like history, you're not gonna enjoy it, Amy. It also
I really like learning about history, but I think the maps is what
it also is a really, really big learning curve. You
Yeah.
need to get your brain needs to get into a certain mode to play it.
Oh.
It's very different than any other game, and it's a lot of micromanaging, but it's fun for me. But yeah, you start out in the year 1444. You can play as any country in the world that existed at the time. And you basically handle your economy, your army, your everything. Religion. Library. Let me see how many hours. Europa Universalis 4, I have 752 hours on record.
That's like a month.
Yeah, me, Andrew, and Joe used to play all the time.
Jeez.
We'd play as different countries, help each other out. My best memory was when Joey played as the most overpowered country in that game, which is the Ottomans.
Yeah, I know I was right, Amy.
And
I was
Checking my
just
math.
31.25 days.
Yeah, so a month.
and
A little over a month.
Joey
I said about a month.
Yeah,
when
Joey
I
was
said
playing as
it.
the Ottomans. They're super OP. They're overpowered. You can take over the whole world.
That's what OP means.
Overpowered, yeah.
Overpowered.
I played as Austria, which is like a mid-tier country, and he played as Brandenburg, which is a very difficult country to play as. And we just absolutely destroyed him, and it was super satisfying to take out someone that overpowered, and it was a really fun time.
That's so cool.
You are not interested in that at all. All right, go to number 3.
My number 3, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's not your number 1. I
Not
thought it'd
my
be your
number
number
1. No.
Skyrim is ahead of Minecraft for you. Holy fuck.
Oh.
That's how much you like how much I enjoyed that game. Like,
Yeah, I can tell you're really into that game.
Have you watched any of my streams, David? Bro, I streamed for 5 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
I stopped
stopped at, like,
streaming until at like
1.
at like
12,
1 in the
1.
In
morning.
the morning, yeah.
So could have
When did
catch
you
that.
start then? Like 9 or 8?
8
8. Damn.
when I got home.
Yes, because I got the notification
8 to 1.
when I got to the airport yesterday.
All playing Skyrim. 5 hours straight of Skyrim.
And you didn't even
But you were
progress that
streaming.
much either. You didn't progress a whole lot.
I did.
I mean, you got up to High Rothgar.
Oh well, you know why?
Oh yeah,
Because I got my sneak up to 100.
and
which
he was
took about
he's
a
been doing the
fucking-
Thieves Guild quest line too.
Yeah. So
And he's
Wait.
I got my sneak up to like 50 in literally 2 minutes.
by
well, yeah,
sitting at High Rothgar.
Sitting at High Rothgar and sneaking behind one of those old.
Yeah, the Thumers.
just- yeah.
Yeah,
I
Marty
did that,
Marty
but
did
all
that
the way
for
up to 100.
Marty did that for Marty did that for a solid hour out of his 5 hours. And he got
But
up to level 100.
Marty, you were streaming before Skyrim, weren't you? You were doing Minecraft first, weren't you?
No, I just didn't.
Change the thing.
Yeah, I didn't change it for my
Oh.
last stream before I started
Okay.
streaming. So it.
That's why I got a notification from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Then you were playing
Because if you
Skyrim
look,
when I
if
like
you look
got
at
on
my,
it.
if you look at my Twitch, it says like chapters.
Yeah.
Like I played Minecraft for 6 minutes and like some odd seconds because I didn't realize I didn't switch it.
That's why I asked you why you weren't playing Minecraft anymore, because I thought.
All right.
No, but yeah,
Minecraft.
that game probably I have my most hours in that game
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Either that for me or Civ.
I think mine would be
probably
Minecraft.
have months on that game.
Yes.
I've been playing
Easily.
Minecraft since I was in 7th grade.
I've been playing since I was in elementary school.
I didn't
Like,
really know what it was until like
3rd
7th
grade.
grade. I'd played on my Kindle, and then I progressed.
I'd always watch YouTube videos because I never had it. I didn't play
I
it.
had the demo version for a really long time, and I would just.
My dad got me this like cracked version, and it was this like weird orange like pop up thing that you would
I think
make,
I know
like,
what
a
you're.
fake login,
Yeah, I think I
and
know what you're
then
talking about.
you'd hit start and it'd be
It was
Minecraft.
only $25 though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just didn't.
Yeah.
But then my parents, or I mean Santa got it for me.
Right.
Yeah, Santa. Anyways, Amy,
Number 2 is
Number 2.
Minecraft.
Oh shit. Okay.
Minecraft.
One time I built this super sick world. Like I put hours into it, and then I invited like all my neighbors had Minecraft. So like my brother would have his set up, I would have mine, and then like my neighbors down the road and my neighbor right across the street, and we all played, and my neighbor down the road set my whole thing on fire.
Oof.
Fucked up.
I would always.
You have I hate him to this day because of yeah, he only lit like my
should.
things on fire. We like everybody had like we all built onto it. But
That's-
everything that I worked on, and I worked on a majority of it, it's on fire when I came in one day.
I have so many good stories on Minecraft. I could go on for hours with Minecraft.
David, do you know Sam Owen Blakely? So I told this story like briefly earlier, but basically like Sam had this SGK crafted server.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah. We worked on Spawn. I'd get on every single day during the summer, and I'd play all day. And that was, like, literally my whole summer. So, yeah, and we built this whole Spawn. It was, like, castles. It was enormous. Blakely destroyed the entire thing. after a summer of work. Yeah, he just thought it'd be funny.
You guys not back it up?
He backed it up, but it was
Corrupted?
no, it was not corrupted. It was just like it was like halfway through the summer when he backed it up.
That's so.
So it was about half of our work.
You should have backed
It was
it
at
up
least 5 hours every single day.
Dude, okay, so you know Dylan Stanek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He this was when we hung out, but like he took me to the library in Altoona one day so we could play Minecraft.
Yeah.
And like he showed me the server, and some other kid named Dylan showed up.
Oh yeah.
You called him like Mudkip or some shit. That was his nickname.
There were 3 Dylans involved in that.
Well, one of them was there, and he was playing Minecraft in the server. And
Husky
he got,
Mudkips?
Like, pissed off at me, and he literally like hit me.
In the library?
I'd ever met this kid. Yeah, he fucking hit me.
He was that Dylan. Oh, he was at the library with you.
Yeah.
Was that in Altoona?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was
Stood up and fucking clocked me. I was like,
his kid was he was a Mudkip plays games on Minecraft, and he was homeschooled, so he was a little bit awkward, but
Homeschoolers.
he was 2 years older than us too.
yeah, he like punched me in the ear, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I literally said that, and he was like, and he like walked away.
Yeah,
Nice.
there
I
was
just like killed him, or like we were playing a game, and I killed him or something, like a mini game.
on SGK Crafted. We had Dylan Stanek. There was this Dylan kid that lived in Maryland that we played with, and then there was Dylan Wells, who was it was the homeschooled kid. So there was quite a few Dylans involved. It was pretty confusing. Well, we called one of them Mudkip, one of them Stanek, Still and Danek, and then the other one we called. I think we just called him Dylan. Yeah.
when you're the Dylan that just gets your
Dylan.
regular
He had a squeaky voice compared to all of us. I don't know how young he was, but I don't know.
Hayden, what's your number 2?
Oh shit. My number 2 is Mafia 2.
That's a good one.
I like the soundtrack to that.
Soundtrack in that game is
Dude,
amazing.
That
Art
game
style in that game is
single-handedly
amazing.
got me into oldies songs. Otherwise, I
Ooh.
would not enjoy old music.
I love the
and
time frame it's set in.
yeah, 1945 is when you start, and then halfway
Oh, that
through.
sounds so fun.
Yeah, and it's in New York City too. So
it's such a good looking game too.
yeah, it still looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you start out, and it literally plays music of the time. It's the cars of the time. Then you go to jail. You come out 6 years later in 1951, and the cars and music of the time are that too.
Changed.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's
You
really,
can
really awesome.
you can go around finding the Playboy magazines.
Every time the Playboy magazines are in there.
That
Yeah,
was
and every time I
love
hear
that
the
Easter
Andrews
egg.
sisters, I think of winter.
yeah.
Just because like in 1945 it's in the winter, then when you
Mhm.
get out of jail it's summer in the
Yeah.
50s. So nowadays it's imprinted on me so much that when I hear 40s music I think of winter, and when I hear 50s music I think of summer.
That was weird.
Yeah, it's like that game is imprinted on me more than probably any other game because I played it as a kid, and it's
Yeah.
nostalgic as hell. The
That was-
story is also my favorite story out of any game. Black Ops is probably a close second. Black Ops has a really good storyline.
Mafia 2 does have a really good story in
Yes. Have you played through the story?
that. I haven't played through the entire thing, but I've played bits of Mafia 2.
You can probably speed run the game in a day if you wanted. Or actually, you wouldn't even have to speed run. You could play through the whole story in a day if you
yeah,
wanted
it's
to.
not a long story. I know that, but
Do you have it on PC?
no, my friend has it.
You should
and I
get
would
it
always play it
on
at his
PC.
house. How much is it? right now?
$20.
I don't have money
First
right now.
paycheck.
First paycheck.
Yeah, and you should stream yourself playing the story, and I would watch that shit. It's so good, dude.
All right,
It's such a good game.
I'll be done after I beat Skyrim.
Yes, of course.
I want to beat that game.
Well, I
I
mean,
haven't beat a game in a long time.
are you gonna just the main quest, or
I don't know.
because I mean, there's a lot of different quest lines.
Because I think I might do the Thieves Guild. Like, I want to finish the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. You want to do the Dark Brotherhood too?
I was about to say, do the Dark Brotherhood next.
The Dark Brotherhood quest line is a lot better in Oblivion than it is in Skyrim.
Well, I really like it in Skyrim. Just because you can kill. You just kill people.
Yeah.
You just kill them.
Well, like I really like that murder mystery level, or that murder mystery in Oblivion.
Yeah, that one's fun.
where like everyone's like, "Who's the murderer?"
yeah.
But it's actually you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mission's funny.
Yeah.
You go around talking to people. They're like, he could be any of us.
Yep. And you're just
And
killing
then
everyone.
At the end, you get the two. At the end, the two people kill each other, and he comes up to you, and then you just kill him.
Yes.
It's like, I got the murderer. We're safe now.
But David, you've played through the Dark
Dies.
Brotherhood questline in Skyrim?
Not fully through.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. I've either watched videos on it or
Yeah.
have been meaning to for a while. But like, I know it's good. I've done all the good shit though for Skyrim.
I haven't beaten a game in a while, and I want to.
Mafia 2 would be a quick little thing.
But I want to beat this game first.
Right. What's your number 2, Marty?
My number 2 is Skyrim.
Skyrim. Ooh.
It's a good one. Yeah.
We've talked a lot about
We've
Skyrim,
talked
I
a lot
guess.
about it.
Skyrim, yeah.
Streamed for 5 hours yesterday. Yesterday? Was it?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Oh, Christ.
I watched for like 3 of those hours.
I was out of it yesterday.
Peyton,
I had
were
a
you
long
on
day.
that call the whole time?
Yeah.
I got on pretty early.
Because I was on
I
it, because when I got on, by the time we were like done with it, when I went to bed, was like 5 hours. So that means you guys are on the phone for 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Okay, so for honorable mentions, should we just run through them
Yeah,
quickly?
just run through your honorable mentions.
Oh man, I don't know my password.
You don't know your password.
Well, I was doing it wrong. My 5th honorable mention is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. 4, Red Dead, both of them. But
They're
one
equal to you?
one is better.
We'll just
You like one more?
Yeah. Then GTA 5. 2 is Scribblenauts.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
That
I
game
played it
was
so
so
much. On
I
it.
played it so much.
so it's such a good game.
And then Wii Sports is number 1.
It's good.
Wii Sports is your number 1. Oh. You like bowling? You want to go bowling?
Yes.
Bowling?
Can we go real life bowling?
Hey Nico,
Yeah.
it's your cousin Roman. Want to go bowling?
Do you have like honorable mentions in your head or no?
I mean, there's Just Cause 2. Me and Abdel used to play the multiplayer mod, and that's probably the most fun I've ever had in a game.
Yeah. I just want to briefly go through 'em.
Yeah. That was brief. And then I don't know. Actually, that's all I can really. I've said some honorable mentions earlier.
Yeah. You've been talking
kind of just
because you didn't really make honorable mention list, but so mine, I put Skate 3. Love that
my
game
brother
to
was
death.
just playing that.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah, that's what made it good. Super Smash Bros. I really liked all of them. Like the one on GameCube, I loved that one. One on the Wii, loved that one. Wii U, that was a good one. Melee,
Brawl, and Ultimate.
Yeah. And then the Switch, that was a good one too. Civ 5, I have that on my honorable mentions. Pokemon Red, that was a good game. I enjoyed that. And then NBA 2K, because I like the basketball.
You play a
game.
lot of that
I
game.
hated
I
that
like
game
basketball
so
games.
much.
Yeah. I enjoy
My
them.
favorite-
I get mad at them.
My favorite
but
sports game is golf, but it was like PGA World Tour 06, and I had it on the PS2, and I would play that game all day long.
My dad tried to get me into Madden, but I've never liked sports
I don't
games.
like that game at all.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
Okay.
And my
So,
number one game.
One is Wii Sports for you?
Nope. Oh, that was my number one honorable mention.
Oh, I thought you meant that was your number 1. What is your actual number 1 then, Amy?
Super Mario Land on the 3DS. And I have a little story about that one. So, So I got Super Mario Land for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And when I got it, my dad had already beat it
Oh.
before giving it to me.
Oh.
Nice hand-me-down gift.
He like bought it in secret,
Oh,
played it all, and then gifted it to me.
I see.
So before I beat like the game, I would just play like the last level like the last little thingy of it. So I would like know what to expect, and it would be like my trial runs. But it came with a little keychain of Raccoon Mario because he would like fly.
Yeah, from Super Mario Bros. 3.
Yeah, and we still have the keychain. It's on my dad's key. But that's like the first game and probably the only game I've ever beat. And I put a lot of time into that game, and I wish I still had it on my 3DS. I might buy
A
another
lot of
one
Mario games on there.
because I love Mario games.
I should probably play more Mario. It just gets so repetitive.
It really does. They're all kind
So
of.
does zombies, though, and I play the shit out of zombies.
Yeah.
There's so much zombies.
What is your number one?
I know what your number one is.
You do.
Yeah.
What's your guess?
It was one of my honorable mentions.
You're right. My number one is Civ 5. What?
Wouldn't have guessed that.
You,
I'm kidding. You hadn't said it your whole list. I'm like,
yeah. But, I mean, it's just by far my number one. I mean,
it's a good game. That's why I gave it an honorable mention.
When I was, like a few years ago, I couldn't decide if my favorite game of all time was Civ 5 or Mafia 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I've realized that it is definitively Civ 5. Because I've put 863 hours into it.
Why have you put so many fucking hours into games, Peyton? What do you do?
I don't really play games anymore, to be honest with you.
That's over a month.
But
Yeah.
Civ is just so...
How many hours are in a month? Sorry.
About 750.
What?
About 750.
He just said he played 800 hours.
Yeah, so it's over a month.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I thought you meant like
Okay,
over the time span of
you
a
know
month.
Ashton Townsend?
Yes.
Put 10,000 hours into Rust. So my hours are not that crazy.
That's 450 days.
Straight.
There is 744
straight,
hours
but-
in a month.
Like,
so
A 31-day month.
wow.
so my hours aren't that crazy compared to that.
Mhm.
But yeah, Civ 5 I played for years, just like every day after school, so it added up. But it's super addictive. I mean, if you've ever played Civ,
I have not.
it's
That's fun.
I mean, I've watched you play it a couple times.
It can kind of get boring
right.
if you're.
yeah,
I just
but-
feel like it wouldn't be my.
it's Siri went off.
Bruh.
It's not as big of a learning curve as EU4,
God damn Siri.
but there is a bit of a learning curve.
Europa 4.
Yeah, EU4. And it's
EU.
EU.
EU. That's what you said.
EU4.
You.
EU.
So, yeah, I mean, you can just, you play as a Civ. It's not very, what?
I was looking at the time.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Oh no, I was
No,
looking at
how long
the,
is
how
this?
Long. Oh,
It's an hour and a half about.
Oh, that's
We're
not.
almost done.
It's not that long.
Yeah, you can play as a list of different civs. It's on the Steam Workshops. There's like infinite stuff you can do, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's not quite as specific as EU4, but it's really fun. All right, Marty, what's your number one?
Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
I have
I have
never.
no
heard
idea
of
what that
shit,
is.
bro.
It's like Japanese Dark Souls.
Yeah. What makes it?
Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, I haven't played it, but yeah.
It's like the Japanese version.
What makes
Mm.
it my favorite is the art style in it. The art style is one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful looking game, and just the gameplay in it is really, really nice. It's hard as fuck. That game is so. I haven't beat the game because there's so much. Like, I streamed myself playing for the first time, and the first like mini boss took me like 2 hours to beat
Jesus.
because I couldn't do it. But now,
Yeah. That's what I've heard about Dark
Yeah,
Souls too.
that's why I
is
didn't
it's just
finish the
fucking
game.
hard.
But I still love the game so much just because of the artwork. But yeah, that's my number one.
Marty, do you want to play Civ before I go to Georgia? Because I really do.
Sure.
You gotta look out for the devil.
What? Oh, I do. And Johnny.
Not Johnny's cool.
Johnny's chill. The devil's kind of a dick.
Yeah, I mean, you wanna be with Johnny in
Yeah.
case the devil shows up.
Yeah, because he'll fuck up the
'Cause
devil.
What?
he'll play that fiddle, boy.
Oh, okay.
Marty just understood our
Yeah.
reference.
Hell yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. That was our top 10 list.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I could be here for the last couple minutes of that.
And you're going to do your list on the Pootcast.
I am. I have it all made up. Right here.
You're our special guest for this one.
Yes. I've always wanted to be a special guest on something.
The famous David.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all on the We'll see y'all on the Pootcast. It'll be a good time with little Brodnicki over here.
Bye
Yes, sir.
bye.
Little David Big Dicky. Goodbye. See you